Welcome to all. I am Malathi. Now I am going to discuss about the key themes in Shakespeare's Macbeth. As we know, Macbeth is a conflict of evil and good. Macbeth, at the beginning of the play, he is a hero and he is a general in Duncan's army. He is a very courageous and admirable leader of his men and is loved and respected by all of them. The king, who is his cousin, respects him for his courage, his integrity, and his good qualities. Lady Macbeth respects and loves her husband enormously. He is continuously victorious against his enemies. There are 6 key themes in Shakespeare Macbeth. As you study, watch the play, consider the main themes or ideas. The first main theme is good and evil. This theme is not confined to Macbeth, it appears in nearly all of Shakespeare's play. It is sometimes too difficult to determine good and evil in Macbeth. There are times where it is obvious to us that Macbeth and Lady Macbeth are evil, yet they must be good at some point, else we would not feel anything when they meet their respective fates. Macbeth, he is a noble man, and yet he leaves his family and he flees to England because of the evil doings of this Macbeth. The second main theme is appearances often hide the reality. Equivocation, that is the use of words in one sense while meaning the opposite in order to deliberate, mislead, or confuse. This kind of equivocation we can find in the play The Macbeth. The witches deliberately try to mislead Macbeth when they tell him that none of women born shall harm this Macbeth. Lady Macbeth urges her husband to look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. The next theme is reversal of values. At the beginning of the play, the forces of good are overthrown by that of the evil. So the force of good, that refers to the good doings of the Duncan, and the evil is the Macbeth's plan to kill this Duncan, and he wants to be the king. Actually, these 3 witches already hail this Macbeth as Thane of Themis, Thane of Kadar, and the king hereafter. Macbeth is already a Thane of Themis. Soon after, the king bestows him the honor of the Thane of Kadar. It is at this juncture the conflict begins in the Macbeth, and he started doing his evil action. Throughout the play, good tries to reassert itself, which is eventually does when Macbeth falls. Lady Macbeth prays to the force of evil to help her destroy at this is soft and feminine about herself, so she can be filled from the crown to the toe, top full of direct cruelty. The next theme in this play is overthrow of the natural order. This is linked to theme 3, since the unnatural acts are accompanied by unnatural events in nature. When Duncan is murdered, darkness seemed to cover the earth and his horses ate each other. Each of the meetings with the witches is accompanied by a storm, lightning, and thunder. This Macbeth confuses a chance coincide as the prime law of existence, and he starts visualizing himself as the king of Scotland. Here this Banquo, who is a symbol of Hannah, he is not tempted, though the witches' prophecies of Scream would be the kings after this Macbeth. So the next theme is ambition. Ambition, it is only it is in particular to be a king. So this ambition, this theme mainly applies to this Macbeth, and behind that is Lady Macbeth to make her husband as a king. Both Banquo and Macbeth are shown to be ambitious at the beginning of the play. Yet, when they are both given prophecies from the witches, only one commits murder to fulfill their valuing ambition. The final theme is the importance of loyalty and honor in society. So it is introduced early in the play. Already this Macbeth, he was the traitor Tane of Kada, and this because to get this title, he put the death for he put into the death of his disloyalty. Ironically, just as Macbeth is at the height of his loyalty to Duncan, he commits the murder. In the end, the Shakespeare sources the ultimate destruction of villainy out of his conflict. There is no doubt in his mind of his earlier tragedies, and we are never once in doubt that Macbeth had to die. Shakespeare, through his imagination, makes the conflict of villainy in the human context more significantly appealing. Shakespeare sends a clear message to the readers that in conflict, the only rewarding method is to listen to the moral values generated from a reasoning mind. Listening to any lesser emotion and can only mean suffering and tragic consequences. So these are some of the major themes that we found in this Shakespeare's Macbeth. Thank you.